Hello everybody out there in MathLand. Today we will be doing the chapter review for chapter 15, the last chapter in the book. So this is your last book review. That means that your test will be tomorrow. Let's do this together so we can review. We start on page 713. So lesson 15.1 was talking about perimeter. To find the perimeter of a figure, you must add all the sides, which means I need to count the amount of blocks. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 on this side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on this side, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on this side. So now I must add all of these. So 5 plus 4 plus 5 plus 4. That equals 18. 18 centimeters. Not square centimeters. We leave that for area, okay? All right, next up, the perimeter of this figure, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2. That's not 22. That's a 2 for here and a 2 for here. 2, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2. So that can be a little bit confusing if you're not careful. So you want to make sure that you're double counting. If you only count one time, you might get it wrong. I'm not saying you'll get it wrong all the time, but it might be a really good idea to double check, okay, that you counted all the sides correctly. After you do that, we got to line them up so we can add them. So we have 8 plus 3 plus 2 plus 2 plus another 2 plus 1 plus 1. Then we have 2, 3, and 2. 2, 3, and 2. As you can see, I ran out of room right there, but that's okay. All right, and when we add all those numbers up, give me one quick second. When we add all those numbers up, we get a total of 26. 26 feet. Okay. Draw a figure that has a perimeter of 10 inches. So there can be multiple answers here. All around it has to equal 10. So I'm going to do 2 on the side, 3 on the top, 2 on the side, 3 on the bottom. So that's 2, 3, 2, 3. When you add those numbers up, you get 10 inches. That was not the only option, but it's the option that we decided to go with. So find the perimeter of polygons. So sometimes you don't have to count the corners. They give you the numbers. All you have to do is add them up. So we're adding 6, 9, 8, and 10. 6 plus 9 plus 10 plus 8. It doesn't matter what order you add them on because, as we know, addition is commutative, which means no matter the order of the add-ins, the total is going to be the same. 9 plus 6 is 15. 15 and 10 is 25. 25 and 8 is 33. So we have 33 what? Centimeters. Over here we go. So we have to add 5, 11, 1, 3, 7. So 5 plus 1 plus 3 plus 7 plus 11. 5 and 1 is 6. 6 and 3 is 9. 9 and 7 is 16. 16 and 11 is 27. 27 what? Feet. The parallelogram. Now you might panic, oh, I'm missing 2 sides, but not really. In a parallelogram, opposite sides are equal, meaning that if the top is 4, the bottom is also 4 meters. If the left is 2, then the right side is also 2. So we're adding 4 plus 2 plus 4 plus 2. When we add those together, we get 12 what? Meters. Okay, good. Let's go to our second page. Find the perimeter of these polygons. So a rhombus. Now remember, a rhombus has all equal sides, which means if they tell you that one side is 9, automatically every other side is also 9. So you can do this in 2 ways. You can either do 9 times 4, since they're all the same, and get 36, or you can add 9 plus 9 plus 9 plus 9, but it also will give you 36, and that's 36 what? Centimeters. Okay. Over here, rectangle, like we said in the parallelogram, if the bottom is 8, then the top must also be 8. And if the left is 5, then the right side must also be 5 inches. 5 plus 8 plus 5 plus 8, which would give you 26 inches. This is a square, just like a rhombus, all equal sides. So if they tell you that the bottom is 7, the remaining sides are also 7. This can be found by either doing 7 times 4, since there's 7 4 times to equal 28, or you can add 7 4 times to also get 28 what? Feet. Good, moving along. Number 10, you want to put lace around the tops of the 2 rectangular lampshades. How many centimeters of lace do you need? So, as you know, perimeter means the space all around, and we have 2 different lampshades. So if this side is 35, this one must also be 35. If this side is 32, this must also be 32. As you can see, both of these lampshades are actually the same. So once you find the perimeter of one, all you have to do is add that same number twice in order to get the perimeter of all of it. So I'm going to do 32 plus 35, 32 plus 35. That's for this and that. And I'm going to add them together. 5 and 2 is 7. 3 and 3 is 6. 5 and 2 is 7. 3 and 3 is 6. So then I add 67 plus 67. So that I find out that the perimeter of one shade is 134. But they told me how much for both of them. So that means that this one's also 134, and I must add them together to get the perimeter of them combined. That would be 268 centimeters. Finding the unknown sign length. We're actually going to be reviewing this later in the week also with some IXL homework lessons. So it's a good little bit of a review to that one. So if we know that this shape has 3 sides, we know that 6 plus 7 plus whatever the letter D is has to equal 22 feet. In order to find what the missing side is, add the 2 numbers that you already know. That's 13. So 13 plus D equals 22. In order to find what the missing number is, we do the inverse operation, which means opposite. 22, take away 13, we're left with 9, meaning that the missing side D is 9 feet. Okay, over here. We have 3 sides that we know, 10 plus 12 plus 4 plus K, which is the side that I don't know, but we do know it equals 31 inches. So I must add the ones that I do know. 10 and 12 make 22, 22 and 4 makes 26, 26 plus K equals 31. In order to find that out, I must subtract. I have to do 31, take away 26, and that leaves me with 5, meaning that my missing side is 5 inches. Last one right here. I don't know the measurement of Y, but I do know the measurement of all the other ones. So 8 plus 2 plus 1 plus 5 plus 11 plus Y. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. They must equal 34. I add the numbers that I do know. 8 and 2 make 10, 10 and 1 make 11, 11 and 5 make 16, 16 and 11 make 27, 27 plus Y must equal 34. So when you subtract 34, take away 27, you end up with 7. Okay, and so that means that the missing side is 7 meters. Done with half of it, we're moving on to the second page. This is now page 715. We're once again finding the unknown length. In order to do that, we must add the sides we know. Now, here's the thing. In this triangle, they're telling you that since all the letters are K, that means that those are all the same number. This number is equal to this one is equal to this one. It's 3 sides. So what times 3 equals 24? We can use division facts. 24 divided by 3, that's 8. So it's 8 feet all around. This is a square, okay? As you can see, it's the same letter on each side. That means that all the measurements are going to be the same. Y is all going to be the same number. So 4 times a number gives me 16. We use our division fact. 16 divided by 4, that's 4. 4 meters. So all those Y's equal 4. This right here, this is a pentagon, and it is a pentagon because it has 5 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All these letters are D, which means the same value is represented by the same variable. So 5 times whatever the letter D is must equal 30, okay? In order to do that, 30 divided by 5, that's 6 inches. Division facts and multiplication facts working with us. It says here, a rectangle, I'm going to draw it out. A rectangle has a perimeter of 38 centimeters. The left side length is 10. What is the length of the top side? Okay, now in order to find this out, this might seem a little tricky, but don't worry, I'm going to help you. That means that I'm missing 3 of these measurements, okay? In order to find it, we know that 10 plus those 3 blanks must equal 38. This is a rectangle because the problem told us so, which means that the left side is 10 because they're telling you that. This side must also be 10 automatically. Sorry, my pencil lead broke. So that's another 10. In order to find what you have missing, add what you know. So 10 plus 10, that's 20. 20 plus a blank and another blank equals 38. In order to find out what's left, you must subtract. So if you take 38 and you take away 20, you are left with 18. So how do I split 18 into two blanks that are the same number? That would be 18 divided by 2. You know that fact. That's 9 and 9, which means the length was 9 centimeters, okay? Please rewind that and look at it again if you need to have that slowed down. You can also change the speed of the YouTube video on the bottom, and you can also pause and rewind as many times as you want. Over here, same perimeter, different areas. It says find the perimeter and area of rectangle A and draw a different rectangle that has the same perimeter. Which rectangle has the greater area? Well, over here for the perimeter, I know that this side must be 5 and this side must be 2. I add it all together, so I do 5 plus 2 plus 5 plus 2, and I have a perimeter of 14 meters. For the area is length times width, 2 times 5, which gives me an area of 10 square meters. Please remember that when we're doing area, we need to have the square right in front of the word meter. Okay, so 14 and 10 for this one. I must have, it says right here, a different rectangle that also equals 14. So I'm going to do 3 here and 4 across. Because when I add 3 plus 4 plus 3 plus 4, that equals 14. So same perimeter. But this area is different because if I multiply 3 times 4, I get 12 square meters. So which rectangle has the greater area? 12 is bigger than 10. So rectangle B has the greater area. On the back, each rectangle has the same perimeter. Are the areas increasing or decreasing? Okay, so let's see. Let's say, you see how this is getting skinnier and skinnier and skinnier? If something is getting skinnier, so the difference in the width and the length, so the difference of the width is getting smaller, but the length is getting bigger, that means that the area is actually decreasing. See how it's getting smaller on the side, but longer on the top? That means that it's decreasing. It would have been the opposite if it was getting bigger. All right, and then last one. Find the area and the perimeter of rectangle A. Draw a different rectangle that has the same area, and which rectangle has the lesser perimeter. This was lesson 15.5. We did this yesterday. So here we go. Area. We know area is 10 times 4. That's 40 square inches. And for perimeter, this is 10. This is 4. So 10 plus 4, 10 plus 4 equals 28 inches. Not square inches. Perimeter is not square. It's just the word inches. So now I need to have something that has the same area of 40. So I know 5 times 8 equals 40. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times 8. So, oh, I should have started one line over. So I'm going to fix that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's 5 here, 8 there for inches. That means that the area is still the same, 5 times 8, 40 square inches. But now the perimeter is going to be different because it's 8 plus 5 plus 8 plus 5. That gives you a total of 26 inches. Therefore, which one is lesser perimeter? 26 is less than 28, so this is also rectangle B. Last problem of the page. The 2 dirt bike paths have the same area. Kids ride dirt bikes around the outside of each park. At which park do the kids ride further? So it's park B, and this is why it's park B. For the same area, as the difference of width and length increases, the perimeter increases. So as you can see, this is longer on that side. So they're actually going to go a bigger space around than going in a square, okay? Because they have the same area but different perimeters. So part B is going to be your answer. Now, I want you to have these pages with you while you're doing the practice test. That will be your assigned homework. I want you to take your time and not rush through it. Double count your numbers. And you want to make sure that you have an adult checking your answers before you submit them. Alrighty. I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.